All right, April 19th, 2018. I just got off the phone with the owner of this truck. I have found some pretty bad stuff on this thing, so I requested we go ahead and try to find another cab, and he doesn't sound too happy about it, but he's going to call some guys he knows and see if he can find a cab. I mean, that's the best way to go. This cab is twisted. This cab is twisted really bad, actually. That's why none of the doors fit right on it. You can see, you know, I showed this in the video the other day. This was pushed in an inch. That whole cowl's shoved in. So what it's done, it's tweaked this out. I don't know if you can see that. This, you know, curves out right here. It also knocked a knot right here in this. And the body mount, from being, you know, having it firmly mounted, this is all pushed out. This is out at an angle. This is in, so you know this all have to be worked out. But what I keep getting into is a lot of rust. Like over there, I did the cab corner at the inner and outer, and I started sanding, and it just started out as a small spot and it just gets bigger. Now I know this because I've restored quite a few cars. You never know what you're going to get until you start opening one up, and then you find all those sins. So I come in here and I got to looking at this real good, and I never seen this, never paid attention. This is fiberglass Bondo all the way down. This is actually pushed up in the middle, right here, from that impact. There's a lot of gnarly welding right here, and there's screws hanging out here. There's a rust hole there, up in here. There's no telling what I'm going to find when this is blasted. There's silicone here. I mean, there's a lot of, to be able to paint just this area here, this is all going to have to be replaced. All this will have to be replaced. And I told him he's going to have a lot of money in metalwork, and he's not really down with it. So he's going to try to find a new cab, but I'm almost wondering if he's just going to come and pick it up. Anyway, I fixed a lot of rust that was in here and right here. Put new inner and outer on it on this side. I was messing with this some more. Whoever put this panel in, they didn't attach it to this, and this is a main support for your hinge. It needs that. So this piece needs to be cut out and a new one put in anyway, because they've cut it up a little bit and it doesn't fit right. They just kind of stuck it up in there and welded it. This is really rusty. This was all painted. I used aircraft stripper and some steel wool, and I took it all off, and I got the kitty hair off of here. I'm sure that's what that was, because it, you know, it's kind of goopy and stringy in that aircraft stripper, you know, because I'll let it sit on there about 30 or 40 minutes. But anyway, there's just lots of rust holes everywhere, and everything's under something. You know, like this is underneath that pinch weld, and this goes underneath this. It's just it's a can of worms, man. I don't know that he wants to mess with this that much. He just told me on the phone he was really planning on just putting it in primer and driving it, and then his daughter was the one that wanted it painted and fixed up nice. So anyway, I seen one little spot of rust here a while ago, and I started at it with a Rolock, and I kept going and keep finding more rust. So I mean, honestly, with the floor buckled like it is and as rusty as it is, there are better cabs around. I know where a big back window cab is, but the guy wants $1,200 for the cab. I think that's too high. But if that's what he wants, then that's what we can do. But I don't really want to do a cab off thing here because I've already got crap everywhere. This might be something he takes back home and does a cab swap himself, because he did it before. I'm bummed out about it. It's just more work than what it's worth, really. Now, don't get me wrong, I can fix this. It's metal. I've got a welder, I've got a grinder, and I can replace metal. It just, when you're not the guy, you know, somebody else is paying for it. You know, it's up to him. It's his call. So it's man, it's bad, let me tell you. I'm pretty bummed out. I wanted to put him a nice paint job on here, something he'd be proud of. He's a good guy. I worked on a 55 Chevy Bel Air he had a few years back. He is a car guy, but you know, there's got to be a limit somewhere on money, and you know, he said he didn't want to spend about $6,000 or $7,000 on it, and there's going to be easily that in metalwork. So anyway, I'll update another video as soon as I find something out. I'll probably hear something from him tonight or tomorrow, I'm sure.